Let's read verse 18. For such persons, that is, the persons that are departing from the doctrine, such persons do not serve our Lord Christ. Now, they certainly say they do, so be careful. Such persons do not serve our Lord Christ, but their own appetites, literally their own belly. And by smooth talk and flattery. The word flattery there is simply the word blessing. It's a very positive word. It's not a negative word. Flattery is a negative word. I'm not altogether happy with that translation. Blessing. They deceive the hearts of the naive. Let's take them in reverse order. The second reason for why it's so important to watch out and to withdraw is that by smooth talk and flattery, they deceive the hearts of the naive. So flattery there means they come across as blessing. They're bringing a blessing with this new teaching. It's blessing. It's not presented as a problem, it's presented as a blessing. And the word smooth talk doesn't have to imply manifestly slippery. Like, you can read that a mile away. Right? This guy's slippery. It doesn't have to mean that. It can just mean pleasant, plausible, kind speech. So, you got a speech that is totally winsome, espousing falsehood. Now, this we need to be aware of. False teachers in the church do not get a following by being mean-spirited and harsh. They get a following by being nice, kind, gentlemanly, fair-minded, humble. That's what this is saying. So if you have your antenna up for bad guys, what are the bad guys? Mean and ugly and harsh, and you're not going to spot them. Let me give you two examples from history. History is safer than present day. Arius died 336 AD, and Socinus died 1604. I'll just read you descriptions of these guys from men who've written extensively about them. Here's a quote from Parker Williamson on Arius. He was a bright, energetic... No, you don't know these guys. They both denied the deity of Christ. They're both acknowledged by all Christians to be heretics. Virtually all Christians. So it's not like I'm picking out some small little error here. These guys are major deniers of the deity of Christ. And all Christian history has put them in the category of heretics. So here was a bright, energetic, attractive fellow, the kind of citizen whom any Rotary Club would welcome, singing sea shanties in dockside pubs and teaching Bible stories to the Wednesday night faithful. This was an immensely popular man. His story reminds us that heresy does not bludgeon us into belief, we are seduced. Then a word about Socinus. He was a gentleman. His morals were above reproach, and he distinguished himself by his unfailing courtesy. Unfailing courtesy was remarkable in an age when even the great Protestant leaders Luther and Calvin would use vile street language when arguing with their opponents. So this guy was ahead of Luther and Calvin in the gentlemanliness of his language. The implication of this is that it is seldom, almost never, a popular cause to resist a false teacher because they're always nice. And you look like an ogre at the denominational meeting or at the elder meeting or wherever you go. You are an ogre. Can't you see this is a very nice man? Watch out for them and avoid them, Paul says. Though they are smooth and winsome and are delivering their teaching as a blessing,